Tools and techniques for evaluation. First of all, techniques. Observation. Observation is a process in which one or more persons observe what is occurring in some real situation, and they classified and record the happenings according to some planned scheme. It can be participant observation, in which the observer becomes a part of the group, and it can be non-participant observation, so that the observer will take a position where his presence will not disturb the group. And there is also controlled observation, in which the observation occurs under controlled conditions, like an experimental laboratory, or there will be CCTV, etc. Then the next is project. Project is a voluntary undertaking which involves construction effort eventuated into objective results. There will be a situation and a problem will be selected. Then according to the plan, there will be execution. And from the evaluation, the solutions will be found out and it will be reported and recorded. Then the next is assignment. Assignment is one of the most important elements in classroom management. It's very, very kind of a traditional technique. It is a chief means of directing learning activities carried on outside the classroom, mainly. It can be a page by page assignment, chapter assignment, problem assignment, topical assignment, project assignment, contract assignment, unit assignment, cooperative group assignment, syllabus assignment, drill assignment. There can be various. Then the next is worksheet. Worksheet commonly refers to a sheet of paper which with questions for students and places to record answers. So there will be worksheets like matching worksheets, then word scrambles, jumbled sentence worksheet, sorting worksheets, max worksheets according to the subject. Then the next is practical work. Practical work means a task in which the students observe or manipulate real objects or materials, or they witness a teacher demonstration. So it measures the development of practical skills of the learner. Then the next is seminar. Seminar is the most modern and advanced method of teaching and evaluation. So it is a very advanced group technique which is usually used in higher education. A specific subject or topic is delivered as an article or report in the seminar. Then the next is self-reporting. Self-reporting is a type of survey, questionnaire or poll. Here, the proper responses will be recorded by the subjects or the interviewee. And the next is interview itself. There are structured interview, then semi-structured interview is there, unstructured also is there. So unstructured is it's very free. There is no planning, and there will not be any predetermined set of questions. But semi-structured, there will be a set of questions, but the few further questions will be asked according to the answers or instructions. And structured interview is strictly as per guidelines, and there will be no additional questions also. So that is the difference between unstructured, semi-structured and structured interviews. So as I already said, self-reporting is a type of survey, questionnaire or poll in which the respondents read the question and select a response by themselves without researchers' interference. I was not able to give the proper definition before. So this is self-reporting, okay? So it is a method which involves asking a participant about their feelings, attitudes, beliefs, and so on. So examples of self-report are questionnaires and this interview. So there can be closed questions, open questions. In rating scale are also used. There are fixed choice questions also. Now we are moving on to the tools of evaluation. Now the tools for evaluation, first of all, questionnaire. Questionnaire is a useful tool of evaluation. These are objective devices to evaluate various traits and ability of an individual. A questionnaire is a list of questions to be answered by an individual or a group of individuals, especially to get facts or information. So there can be, as I already said, open-end questions, closed-end questions, and free choice questions, etc. will be there. Now coming to the checklist. Checklist is a simple tool. It's a very simple tool of evaluation. It is easy to make, easy to use, and it can be constructed to cover various aspects of an individual's behavioral adjustment. In preparing a checklist, a teacher must keep in mind what kinds of behavior are important to record and what kind of objectives are to be evaluated. So it's highly selective, and there will be a predetermined list of criterias, and it checks the recorder's decision and the developmental progress. Next is a rating scale. Rating scale is also very an important tool of evaluation. It is improvement over checklist. Rating scale adds another dimension, how much or how well it happened. Rating scale depends on the attitude of person. One of the most common rating scale is a Likert scale. A statement is used and the participant decides how strongly they agree or disagree with the statement. So there can be numerical rating scale, that is you give a 7-point scale. So the 7 represents maximum, and just like that, the 4 will be average. Then there will be descriptive rating scale, like or then there will be scorecards also. Scorecards, then methods of comparisons, rank order scale, man-to-man scale, etc. There are different types of rating scales. Then the next is a cumulative record. Cumulative record is a systematic account of information about a student. It is an evaluation tool which presents a comprehensive record of the achievement or otherwise of a student in different aspects like physical, academic, moral, social, health. So it begins as soon as a child enters the school and continues till he leaves the school. So the information should be collected from different sources over the period of time. Next is inventory. The main inventory is the interest inventory, and interest inventory means it measures the interest by listing activities or occupations to which the student responds by an expression of preference or aversion, likes or dislikes. And some of the major inventories are strong compel interest inventory, Minnesota vocational interest inventory, etc. Then the next is schedule. So schedule or timetable, it is a basic time management tool consisting of a list of items there will be a possible task, event or actions which is intended to take place, or there will be a sequence of events in the chronological order. So the person responsible for making a particular schedule is called a scheduler. So there are 5 types of schedules: observation schedule, rating schedule, document schedule, institution survey schedule, interview schedule, etc. The next is anecdotal records. Anecdotal records are reports of informal teacher observations regarding pupils. It is observation that is written like a short story. There are descriptive incidents or events that are important to a person's behavior. They are short, objective and accurate as possible. So mostly they will be everyday situations. So from that we can analyze the development behavior of a child. Then the next is portfolio. So portfolio is all about the collections or of creative tasks and ideas of a student, and there are different types of portfolios, like a short case portfolio, then what else, showcase portfolio, process portfolios, evaluation portfolios, online or e-portfolios. So it is used to document students' learning through a series of student-developed artifacts itself. So it is considered to be authentic, and it is an alternative or an addition to the traditional methods of grading. So it gives both teachers and student controlled evaluation to document, review, and analyze content learning. The showcase portfolio will highlight the best products over the particular period of time, and the process, as the name implies, process portfolios give importance to the process, not the final product or the outcome. Then the evaluation portfolios may vary substantially in their content, according to the series of evaluations. Then online or e-portfolio is all about whatever the students had made in e-content. So it's a virtual portfolio. It includes digital, video, and web-based products. Then the last one is rubrics. So rubrics is an explicit set of criteria used for assessing a particular work or performance. So there will be some guideline for rating the student. It includes the potential achievements of the students and the performances. So there will be certain criteria for the rubric tool. Next topic is micro teaching. Micro teaching technique was first adopted at Stanford University, USA in 1961 by Dwight W. Allen and his co-workers, and is now followed in many countries with modified and improved techniques. Microteaching was introduced in India in 1967 by D.D. Tiwari of Government Central Pedagogical Institute, Allahabad. Microteaching is a scaled down sample of teaching in which a teacher teaches a small unit to a small group of 5 to 10 pupils for a small period of 5 to 10 minutes. It is a new design for teacher training, which provides trainees with feedback about their performance immediately after completion of lessons. We have 3 phases. First one is knowledge acquisition phase. During this stage, the student teacher tries to get knowledge of the skill to be practiced. He reads relevant literature concerning that skill. He is also made to observe a demonstration lesson by an expert of the subject in which that skill figures prominently. Next phase is the skill acquisition phase. The student teacher acquires a skill in hand through a lot of practice. He prepares a micro lesson, teaches it to have practice. Next is a transfer phase. Transfer phase, the student teacher evaluates his performance through feedback. Then he pre-plans a lesson with modifications and improvement, and then retouches that lesson. In this way, different skills are learned by the student teacher. After that, these sub-skills in a single lesson of 15 minutes are integrated in a macro lesson of 40 minutes. So this is called a link practice or link lessons. So there is this micro teaching cycle which starts from plan. And according to the plan, the student teacher will teach. Then he or she will get the feedback from the main teacher and peers. Then will replan it, and then again reteach, and again there will be re-feedback. And it continues the planning, teaching, feedback cycle. So this is this micro teaching cycle. Next topic is teacher qualities. So teacher is a mentor, facilitator, scaffolder, and a reflective practitioner. It is very important for a teacher to have personal and professional values for, of course, the professional development. He or she should know the student, should plan, implement, and manage the teaching and learning process, should monitor and evaluate the learning and development of students. So, school is a family, no? So, it's a micro society. So, teacher should know that natural, sociocultural, and economic characteristics of the school environment. And it is also very important for a teacher to have knowledge of curriculum and content, the subject matter also. So there are many roles and responsibilities of a teacher as a mentor, as a facilitator who provides necessary resources, informal and both formal and informal, and give proper support to the students, and also as a scaffolder to solve problems, and also as a reflective practitioner. Now, the last topic of methodology of subject is action research. Action research is a form of research which addresses itself to the problems faced by teachers themselves in their work situations. It is a term used to indicate a systematic attempt to solve immediate problems of teachers and classrooms. It helps the teachers to scientifically solve problems that occur during the classroom teaching. So there are certain steps for this action research. First of all, there is identification of the problem, and there is defining the problem. The problem should be properly defined so as to specify the action and the goal. There will be analyzing the causes of the problem, why that problem occurs, what are the probable causes. Then there will be formulation of a action hypothesis. Then after that, there will be design for testing this action hypothesis, probably finding the solutions to the problems after the identification of causes. Then at last, we will come to the conclusion of the action hypothesis. There will be a comparison with the previous performance of the students and the current performance. So, action research is concerned with improvement in school and classroom teaching process. It studies problems related to local practical problem. It deals with the problem of a student. And the investigator will be the teacher or principal or the administrator itself. The problem will be very narrow. So, there will be no external approval. Okay, and the solution of the problem, which is in the form of the remedial measure itself. So the aim is to bring improvement in the school and classroom, and the report will be also in the form of action, and there will be the common languages used for it, not any kind of formal reports, just like that. So that's all about action research. So that's all about the methodology of subject. I know these classes were not as per my HSA English classes. Actually, I had no intention to make classes on this area, but because of some of your requests, I have just decided to upload classes on this area, and hope you like it. It will be a little bit of help. I don't have enough notes, that's the actual thing, and also time for this editing of classes. Okay, leave your suggestions and comments, and prepare well for the HSA exam. Best of luck, and thank you for all your love and support. Bye.